Welcome back to the Driverless Journal, your trusted source for all things autonomous driving. If you're enjoying these deep dives, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an update. Today we're taking a look at some recent Tesla news, specifically the rollout of FSD version 13.2.1 and some pretty interesting updates for the highly anticipated Cybertruck. We've got fresh articles from Dirty Tesla and not a Tesla app to pretty reliable sources in the Tesla community, and we're going to unpack what's important for you.
What I find particularly interesting is that this is actually the first time Tesla is releasing V13 of its full self-driving software,
Right.
or FSD, to a wider group,
Yeah.
Beyond just those early access testers.
Yeah.
This is a big move. It suggests that Tesla is getting closer to, achieving its goal of fully autonomous driving and making it available to, well, everyone.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's a major milestone, and it has a lot of people wondering if this, signals a shift in Tesla's overall strategy. And one of the most talked about features in this update is Start FSD from Park. The articles describe this as a system where you could literally select your destination, press and hold a button, and the car will drive itself out of a parking spot
Wow.
and navigate to your destination.
That's wild.
I know, right?
It's more than just a cool party trick, though.
Right.
This represents a significant leap in tackling a challenge that's often overlooked in autonomous driving, and that's that transition between parking and driving.
Yeah.
Think about it. Seamlessly coordinating gear shifts, steering, and, spatial awareness in a tight parking space requires incredibly sophisticated software.
For sure.
This suggests that Tesla is really making headway in handling those edge cases that have long been a hurdle for, true autonomy.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Tesla's pushing the boundaries
For sure.
of what's possible with this update. And that's not all. The update also includes features for driving in reverse and parking at your destination. Things like, executing smooth three-point turns and navigating parking lots with, more precision.
While these advancements are impressive, it's important to remember that, we're still in the early stages of this technology.
Right.
I think these features will likely have some limitations, and driver supervision will remain crucial for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, for sure.
This emphasis on supervision is interesting. Do you think it's primarily driven by, regulatory pressure or Tesla acknowledging the technology's limitations, or a bit of both?
Yeah, it's a good question, and one that a lot of people are asking.
Right.
It does seem like Tesla is being very careful about how they roll out these features. Now, let's talk about the Cybertruck. The articles point out that it's included in this update, but with some key features missing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's got a lot of people scratching their heads. Why the discrepancy?
The Cybertruck's size and unique design might be the key here. Tesla's engineers might need more time to refine features like smart summon and parking capabilities to ensure that they work flawlessly with the Cybertruck's dimensions. It's one thing to program a sedan to park itself.
Yeah.
It's another entirely to do it with a vehicle the size of a small tank.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's a beast of a truck, and getting it to maneuver in tight spaces autonomously would require some extra fine-tuning, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of the Cybertruck, there's another exciting development we should discuss.
Wow.
Faster charging capabilities. The articles mention that the Cybertruck can now handle 325 kilowatt charging
Wow.
at select superchargers.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, it is. This is a substantial step towards the Cybertruck achieving its full 500 kilowatt charging potential.
Right.
It really highlights the benefits of the truck's 800V architecture. Imagine being able to charge your Cybertruck on a road trip at those speeds.
Oh.
That could be a game changer for people who want to take electric vehicles on long journeys, without range anxiety.
Absolutely. The convenience and speed of charging are critical for the wider adoption of electric vehicles.
For sure.
It seems like Tesla is trying to address these concerns head on. But let's not forget about the other Tesla owners out there.
Yeah.
There's been a surprising development with their wrap services that has a lot of people talking.
Yeah. What's that?
Well, so Tesla's decision to switch from offering PPF or paint protection film wraps
Right.
to vinyl wraps is,
Interesting.
yeah, it's raising some eyebrows. This means that the wraps are significantly more affordable,
Okay.
but they offer less protection.
I see.
They've also expanded the locations where you can get a wrap and made it available for vehicles that have already been delivered.
Okay.
This move suggests that, Tesla is making its services more accessible,
Mm-hmm.
and aiming to be more competitive with third-party shops.
Interesting. So more affordable, more
Yeah.
accessible, but maybe less durable.
Exactly. It's interesting because while it makes the service more affordable and accessible,
Sure.
some might see it as a downgrade in terms of protection.
Right.
I mean, wouldn't that potentially disappoint customers who prioritize durability, especially those who invested in a high-end vehicle, like a Tesla?
It's a valid concern. It
Yeah.
does seem like a trade-off between protection and affordability, and
Right.
ultimately it'll be up to each customer to decide what matters most to them.
Yeah.
This move could be Tesla testing the waters to see how much emphasis their customer base places on having the most durable wrap option versus a more budget-friendly alternative.
It's definitely a strategic move that will be interesting to follow. So we've covered quite a bit, from FSD updates and Cybertruck charging to wrap services.
Wow.
There's a lot to digest here.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you make of all this?
It all points to a very dynamic landscape in the world of electric vehicles and autonomous driving. Tesla is making some bold moves,
Yeah.
but it's clear they aren't operating in a vacuum.
Right.
There's a lot of competition out there,
Yeah.
and it's pushing everyone to innovate and adapt quickly.
Absolutely. And as consumers, we get a front row seat to witness this exciting evolution unfold, in real time.
I know, it's really something.
It is. So
Yeah.
what do you think all this means for the average person who, might be considering buying an electric vehicle?
Sure.
Or is simply curious about the future of transportation?
I think what's most important is that people understand that these technological advancements, while exciting, also raise crucial questions about safety, regulation, and the broader societal impact
Yeah.
of these technologies.
That's a good point. It's not just about the wow factor of the technology itself,
Right.
but about the implications of how it's integrated into our lives.
Exactly.
Right? It's not just a matter of if this technology will become mainstream, but how we integrate it into our lives in a way that benefits everyone. And that's a conversation we need to be having right now, not just when the technology is fully mature. Before we get too deep into those philosophical waters,
Sure.
let's circle back to one last detail from the articles. The Dirty Tesla article mentioned some upcoming improvements for FSD.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, there's a lot to unpack in that list.
Okay.
But one particularly fascinating item is the mention of audio inputs for better handling of emergency vehicles.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the software will be able to hear sirens and other emergency signals to react more appropriately.
That's the idea, and it highlights the multifaceted nature of developing truly robust autonomous driving systems.
Yeah.
It's not just about cameras and sensors. It's about integrating diverse inputs to create a comprehensive understanding of the driving environment.
That makes a lot of sense, and it speaks to the enormous complexity of this challenge. But I guess that's what makes it so fascinating to follow, right?
Precisely, and it's a reminder that we're still in the early stages of this technological revolution. There's so much more to discover and learn as these systems evolve.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today, but there's even more to explore. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll delve deeper into the implications of these FSD updates and what they mean for the future of Tesla and the autonomous driving landscape.
Sounds good. So before we get too far off the road, let's steer back to the FSD updates.
Okay.
This version 13.2.1 seems to be a pretty significant leap forward in Tesla's autonomous driving capabilities.
It does. Yeah, the improvements to features like Start FSD from Park, driving in reverse, and parking at your destination.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does show, a clear commitment from Tesla to refine the user experience and make autonomous driving feel as seamless as possible.
And as safe as possible, too.
Yeah, right. The articles highlighted that Tesla's really emphasizing driver supervision. Even with these advancements,
Oh, interesting.
they even renamed the feature Start FSD, Supervised from Park, requiring drivers to, be in the seat, buckled up with the camera unobstructed. They even need to press and hold the Start FSD button and then confirm by pressing the brake pedal. So it seems like they're going to great lengths to remind drivers that this isn't, full autonomy just yet.
It's a smart move on Tesla's part. I think, as they push the boundaries of what's possible with autonomous driving, it's crucial to manage expectations and ensure that drivers understand, their responsibility. It
Yeah.
also likely, helps navigate that complex regulatory landscape surrounding self-driving technology.
Yeah.
By emphasizing driver supervision, Tesla might be aiming to demonstrate a commitment to safety and potentially accelerate the approval process for more advanced autonomous features, down the line.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It is a delicate balance
Yeah.
between showcasing the technology's potential, but then also ensuring that it's used responsibly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking of balancing act, let's touch on those intriguing changes to Tesla's wrap services.
Sure.
The switch from PPF to vinyl wraps,
Right.
while making the service more affordable, also raises some questions about durability.
While vinyl wraps, provide a level of customization and protection,
Right.
they don't offer that same level of scratch and chip resistance as PPF.
Yeah.
This decision seems driven by a desire to make their services more accessible to a wider range of customers,
Sure.
potentially competing with third-party shops that offer vinyl wrap options.
Mhm.
However, it raises the question: Will this move alienate some Tesla owners who prioritize protecting their vehicle's paint with the highest level of defense?
It's definitely a gamble.
Right.
Tesla seems to be betting that affordability and accessibility will outweigh concerns about the slightly reduced protection that vinyl wraps offer.
Yeah,
So time will tell how this strategic decision plays out.
for sure. Speaking of gambles,
Yeah.
let's zoom back in on the Cybertruck for a moment.
Quite.
The fact that it's included in this FSD update,
Right.
albeit with some missing features, is pretty fascinating. What does this tell us about Tesla's development process and their plans for the Cybertruck's autonomous capabilities?
Yeah. Well, it suggests that Tesla's taking a phased approach,
Okay.
recognizing that the Cybertruck's unique design and dimensions might require additional development time,
Sure.
integrating features like smart summon and parking assistance.
Yeah. Right. Into a vehicle as large and uniquely shaped as the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Presents, a whole new set of challenges.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wouldn't be surprising if Tesla is prioritizing stability and reliability
Right.
over rushing to include every single feature in this initial update.
That's a good point. It's better to get it right,
Right.
than to release something that isn't ready for prime time.
Right. Especially with a vehicle as eagerly awaited as the Cybertruck.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the Cybertruck's charging capabilities.
Okay.
The articles highlighted the impressive 325 kilowatt charging speeds that the Cybertruck can now handle at select superchargers.
Wow.
I mean, that's a serious step towards the truck's full, 500 kilowatt potential.
Yeah.
And a big win for those concerned about, range and charging times.
Absolutely. The Cybertruck's 800V architecture is a key factor in enabling these faster charging speeds.
This technology not only reduces, charging times, but also improves efficiency,
Right?
making the Cybertruck even more appealing for long distance travel.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
A powerful electric truck that can, tow, haul, and charge at incredibly fast speeds.
Right.
I mean, it's a compelling combination for those who are considering switching to an electric vehicle, but still need the practicality and versatility of a truck.
Yeah. It really feels like Tesla is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with the Cybertruck.
I think so too.
Combining innovative design, advanced technology, and a focus on sustainability.
Right.
It's a vehicle that's generating a lot of buzz.
It is.
But beyond the specifics of the Cybertruck, let's step back and look at the bigger picture for a moment.
Okay.
What does all this tell us about the future of electric vehicles and autonomous driving? Are we witnessing a pivotal moment in the evolution of of transportation?
I believe we are. The advancements we're seeing from Tesla and from other players in the industry are rapidly shaping the future of how we get around. Electric vehicles are becoming more mainstream, offering, increased range, performance, and a growing network of charging infrastructure.
Right.
And as autonomous driving technology matures, we can expect to see, significant changes in how we interact with our vehicles, how we design our cities, and how we think about transportation as a whole.
It's a fascinating time to be following these developments, but it's also a time for careful consideration and thoughtful discussion as we embrace these new technologies.
Sure.
We need to be mindful of their potential impact on everything from jobs in the economy to safety and privacy.
Absolutely. It's not just about the technology itself. It's about how we integrate it into our lives in a way that benefits everyone and addresses those potential challenges that come with such a monumental shift in how we get around.
Well said. Now, before we wrap up our deep dive, there's one more nugget of information from the Dirty Tesla article that I'd like to unpack. They mentioned upcoming improvements for FSD, including something quite interesting: audio inputs for better handling of emergency vehicles.
That's a fascinating development. It suggests that Tesla is moving beyond relying solely on cameras and sensors to incorporate audio data into their autonomous driving system. By hearing sirens and other emergency signals, FSD could react more intelligently to emergency situations, potentially improving safety and responsiveness.
It makes sense. A truly robust autonomous driving system needs to be able to, perceive its environment in as many ways as possible, just like a human driver does. This addition of audio inputs suggests that Tesla is thinking holistically about how to create a safer and more reliable self-driving experience. And it's just one example of the constant innovation and evolution happening in this field.
Exactly, and it's a reminder that we're still in the early stages of this technological revolution. There's so much more to discover and learn as these systems continue to evolve.
For sure,
we can expect to see even more surprising and groundbreaking advancements in the years to come.
Yeah, well, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have,
from the intricacies of FSD updates to the broader implications of electric vehicles and autonomous driving on society. But there's always more to explore. So let's take a final moment to reflect on what we've discussed and consider the questions that lie ahead.
As we look towards the future of transportation, I think it's crucial to remember that we all have a role to play in shaping how these technologies are developed and integrated into our lives, by engaging in thoughtful discussions, asking critical questions, and staying informed. We can help ensure that this revolution in transportation benefits everyone.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about, from the nuts and bolts of software updates to the ethical and societal implications of autonomous driving. It's clear that this technology is going to have a profound impact on all of our lives.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's so important for us to be having these conversations now. While these technologies are still still evolving, we need to be asking tough questions, considering different perspectives and working together to create a future where transportation is safe, sustainable, and accessible for everyone.
I completely agree, and I think that's what makes shows like ours, so valuable.
Right.
We provide a platform for people to learn, to share ideas, and to engage in meaningful discussions about the future of transportation.
Exactly. It's about empowering people with knowledge so they can make informed decisions and be active participants in shaping this technological revolution.
And let's be honest, it's also about acknowledging the sheer excitement and wonder of what's happening in this space.
Absolutely.
We're witnessing the dawn of a new era in transportation.
I know, it's incredible.
And it's filled with possibilities. Think about it. Just a few years ago, the idea of a car driving itself seemed like science fiction.
It really did.
Now it's becoming, a reality.
It is, yeah.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're on the cusp of seeing things that will fundamentally change how we live, how we work, and how we interact with the world.
Yeah. I mean, the potential benefits are really mind-blowing.
Right.
I mean, imagine a world with fewer accidents, less traffic congestion,
Yeah.
and greater mobility for people who can't drive themselves.
Yeah.
Those are goals worth striving for.
Absolutely.
And it's important to remember that these advancements aren't happening in a vacuum.
Right.
They're being driven by the passion, creativity, and hard work of countless engineers, researchers, and entrepreneurs who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's a testament to human ingenuity.
It is.
And our collective desire to create a better future. And it's a reminder that we're all part of this story.
We are, yeah.
Whether we're early adopters of these technologies or simply curious observers, we're all contributing to this incredible journey.
And as we move forward, I think it's crucial that we do so with a sense of responsibility and a commitment to using these technologies for the betterment of humanity.
Well said. I think that's a perfect sentiment to end on. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from the technical details of Tesla's latest updates to the broader implications of electric vehicles and autonomous driving on society. But the conversation doesn't end here.
It doesn't, no. In fact, it's just getting started.
That's right. So keep those engines running, those minds curious, and those conversations flowing. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Tesla, autonomous driving, and the future of transportation. Until next time, drive safe and stay informed.